Hey, what is up, spiritual hooligan? If I'm infinite and everyone else is infinite, then why are there more and more people on the planet? Are the people who are born today just borrowed parts of my soul or your soul? When you die, does your consciousness go to a different dimension? Let's put some of these ideas to the test and let's see together. My name is Matthew Ferry and I'm bringing you your daily enlightenment. It's your moment to pause, to slow down, to get connected to enlightened perspectives. I want to help you to quiet your mind and restore your peace. So, as you know, well, hopefully you do know, but maybe you don't know, we have a big group of people that all hang out together called the Spiritual Hooligans over on Facebook, and people are posting things all the time. We're bantering, we're helping each other, we're supporting each other, and Jake came in and said, we've been talking about this idea of reincarnation, blah, blah, blah. I got some questions that I would like to put to the test. So Jake, we're going to put them to the test for you right now. He says, how did we become a billion plus from 2? And so the assumption here is that humans evolved from just 2 humans. All humans evolved from just 2 humans. This test's weak. I don't know if that has any merit in what I'm saying. And the only thing that muscle testing actually does is tell you what strengthens you and tell you what weakens you. So it is a strengthening idea well, let's just look at it, okay? It's a weakening idea for you to think that humans evolved from just 2 humans. This one is strong, though, and that is there were many iterations of hominid that evolved into modern-day humans. That tests strong. Personally, I don't really care about that. I find that science in general, as much as I love it and I'm addicted to it and I'm a fanatic of it, it hasn't led me to an enlightened state. So if you are seeking to go into a state of profound peace and joy and love and certainty, the more scientific stuff, though it'll fascinate you, I'm sure, it's not the actual path. Like getting those answers are not going to cause your mind to go quiet. So then Jake asks, okay, well, are we just reconfigurations of plants and animals? So again, with muscle testing, you change it from are we to we are. So you take it out of a question, you put it into a statement. We are reconfigurations of plants and animals. That tests weak. So this one tests strong, though. We are the result of energy and information self-organizing in the quantum field. So if you think about those subatomic particles, they're coming together, creating the atoms. The atoms are then going, blah, 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 all the way up to what, look at how many atoms do you think I am, right? How many atoms are you? How many atoms is this sound? Like all of that is energy and information in these electrons and these protons, etc. They're disappearing and reappearing into the quantum field, but they're organizing themselves, and you are the result of that organization. So am I. So is everything that we're experiencing. And then here's another one. Are the armies of humans today are the armies of humans today born from regenerated parts of me who existed thousands of years ago? This is another Jake question. I love it. It tests weak. I don't know why. Okay, but here is what tests strong, and I think that this is probably a more empowering perspective. The platform of life today supports more human life than it has in the past. That's a strengthening way to think about it. The other way that you're thinking about it weakens you, which doesn't mean that it isn't true. It just means that by you focusing in that direction, by holding that context, it'll weaken your system. That'll get your mind talking. You're not going to have a quiet mind if your mind is talking, okay? Then this one also tests strong, and that is that we are all one thing expressing itself with infinite variety. That tests strong. So if we're all one thing, this background field of energy and information, expressing itself with infinite variety, and the platform for this expression here on Earth is sustaining more human beings, we see the cropping up of new configurations, new human beings coming. Don't really know what any of that means, but I will tell you that it has strong. That's it. Okay. So then the other thing is that this is his last question, and that is the reward punishment tenets of some religions are applicable, and that tests weak. the reward punishment tenets of some religions. So the idea of rewards and punishments that would then be based on something other than the consequence of your own actions is a weakening thought. This tests strong. All beings experience the consequence of their actions. That's strengthening. Now, Laura from Spiritual Hooligans, she jumped in too, and she said, you know, someone said that we might go to a different universe after death. Interestingly, that tests strong. I have no idea what it means, but it's a strengthening thought for us to think. So let's play around with it. Let's practice thinking it and see what happens to our experience of life when we take that on. That's the only thing that we do with muscle testing in the Rapid Enlightenment process. And remember that muscle testing is one of 4 parts of the Rapid Enlightenment process. We're doing 2 right now. We're muscle testing and we're recontextualizing. So then she also said, this makes me wonder if our position in space might affect our spiritual climate. It tests weak. I'm not really sure what you even mean by that, but it tests weak. And then this one tests strong, that the need to create meaning is an aspect of evolution. So think about ideas in general. Ideas have been becoming more complex. They've been seeking meaning, because in the seeking of meaning, you actually are able to create a different experience for yourself. So check this out. The need to create meaning is an aspect of spiritual evolution strong, which is an aspect of consciousness evolving into greater states of complexity also strong. And then this one, hundreds of millions of humans all over the world are now seeking optimizing their experience of life. That also tests strong. So we're seeking meaning. In the end, there is no actual meaning. All meaning is created. It's a created phenomenon. So in the end, there is no meaning, but we're seeking meaning because meaning appears to be one part of consciousness that when it comes into the process, it actually evolves the situation. You last longer, you have a better experience, etc., by creating meaning. All right, well, so here's my question for you today, okay? If you knew that you were just one thing expressing itself with infinite variety, that you were that background field of energy and information expressing itself in all these different ways, how would that change your approach to life? Leave me a comment below. My name is Matthew Ferry, author of Quiet Mind, Epic Life. And will you make sure to like this Daily Enlightenment? Will you share this Daily Enlightenment, please, with your other spiritual hooligan friends? And definitely leave me a comment. That's the stuff that tells all these platforms that this is content worth sharing. And then they start to spread it too. So we work together. I deliver good stuff to you. You help me get it out there in the world. Well, I think that that's a cool partnership. Thanks for doing that. You could also subscribe to my channel. And you can press the bell button if you're on YouTube, and then you'll get a notification. Another thing you can do is come join us over in the Spiritual Hooligan Facebook group. Whole bunch of us over there. We're all chatting about these kinds of ideas. I'll put the link down below for you. Thanks again for tuning in to this Daily Enlightenment.